Hello, how are you getting on? I am going to be tasting snacks from every country in the world. This is episode 1 and we're going to start with the greatest country of all time, my homeland, Ireland. So I've collected snacks I believe to be exclusively from Ireland here. I'm not going to eat them all or I will probably die, but we'll examine them all and taste the best ones. Okay, so here we are at the eating angle. First off, we're going to start with Ireland's most famous snack. That is the lovely Tato crisps, cheese and onion flavour, the most delicious crisp flavour on the planet. We are famous for these, and I believe I read on Wikipedia that the Irish, and in fact Tato, was the first flavoured crisp ever invented. Before that they just used to put a bit of salt on them. The Irish are always getting creative with flavour. Now I think we have to try these ones as they are such an iconic crisp. 70 years in business there. Let's have a little go of it. Absolutely supreme, absolutely Irish. Now, there is one dish that you must create if you have a Tato crisp, and that is a Tato sandwich. I have 2 fine thick cut slices of bread here. We are going to apply our Tato crisps. I didn't bring a knife and stuff, so it's going to be a bit haphazard. Then we're going to lay our other slice of bread on top. Look at that, thing of beauty. Smash that down, then you got a delicious, crunchy, carbohydrate-fueled sandwich. Let's go. Next up we have Hunky Dory, also made by Tato. This is buffalo flavour. I believe Hunky Dory are actually all vegetarian, even though this one says it's buffalo flavour. We won't have this, but it's very nice, kind of a smoky flavour. Then we've got the other varieties of Tato. We've got prawn cocktail here. We've got smoky bacon. Smoky bacon, I believe, is about to be banned by the European Union because apparently the smoky flavour is extremely toxic and has been killing us for the last number of decades, which is unfortunate. Oh wait, there's another flavour here as well. We've got salt and vinegar. This is a fairly standard flavour as well. Okay, so I'm not going to open all of these crisps. The one I'm going to taste is the prawn cocktail flavour. This is my favourite alternative flavour. Nice pink package on it. Let's have a go at that. Absolutely gorgeous crisp. Get a close-up on it. Lovely. Hopefully that wasn't all blurry. Absolutely beautiful. Slightly tangy flavour. Highly recommend them as well. Now we have some of the more exotic crisps, starting with, of course, Mighty Munch. These are a hot and spicy flavour, and they're good for you. There's no artificial MSG and no artificial colours, and they're a source of fibre. She couldn't be eaten any better. These are shaped like a monster's feet. There you go. And there's a little bit of a spice in them. People say the Irish can't handle their spice, but here's the proof. Absolutely delicious. One of the nicest flavours of crisps. I know in America you call these potato chips, but the correct name is crisps. One of the nicest flavours of crisp, but the problem with Mighty Munch is they get stuck in the teeth a bit, so you'll be picking them out of your teeth for a few hours. So you want a toothbrush handy if you're going to have them, but they're absolutely worth the flavour. Next up we have my favourite crisps that you can buy in Ireland. That is, of course, Thai rings. What flavour are these? These are an Oriental spice flavour. Oriental spice flavour. That basically means we have absolutely no idea what the flavour is, but it's nice, it's exotic for us, the Irish people. Let's have a go with them. They're in a ring shape, as is given away by the name Thai ring. A little bit spicy, absolutely delicious crisp. The other thing with a Thai ring, you're getting a bit of bang for your buck. It's a very, you can see it's the size of a rather large man's human head. And it's fairly filled to the brim. There's not a huge amount of air in there compared to some of the other crisps. For instance, let's look at Tato. Come on now. Look at the amount of air in that. So there's barely any crisps in that. So you're getting a bit more bang for your buck here with the Thai rings. That's what I would say if you're a hungry man. Next up we have Hot Lips. I haven't actually had these in a long time. I used to get them as a kid. They used to have a much creepier character on it. It was a pair of lips and it always used to scare me as a child. But now they have this kind of naked devil fella and he's got a kiss on his cheek. To be honest with you, still fairly terrifying, but these are very nice. These are in a lip shape. So There you go. They don't actually really look like lips at all, but they're there. Delicious flavour on these as well. Like the Mighty Munch, they have a tendency to get trapped in the teeth, so be aware of that. But I highly recommend the Hot Lips. Absolutely delicious. Next up, we have a very cultural crisp, Banshee Bones. If you don't know what a banshee is, it's an old Irish folklore tale that the banshee would come and scream near your house. And if you heard the banshee screaming, somebody was going to die. Either you or somebody close to you. She's a dangerous woman. You don't want to run into her. But she does make a nice packet of crisps. Look as well at the very terrifying banshee on the front of the bag there. Absolutely awful. Oh, my camera is trying to track me. And it thought that I was the banshee. Bit offensive, but your luck happens the best of us. So the banshee bones are in a very rough bone shape. So there it is, absolutely gorgeous. Let's taste them. And they're salt and vinegar flavour. Highly recommend banshee bones, are very good crisp. Finally, in our crisp category, we have Mega Meanies. Meanies are a pickled onion flavour crisp, very exotic. One of my favourites. Like Monster Munch, these are kind of in a feet shape. I don't know if you can see this, but they're kind of a feet shape. I don't know, do Irish people have a bit of an obsession with feet? Very tangy, kind of a pickled onion flavour. Absolutely delicious. Now these are a bit of a strong flavour, so if you don't like strong flavours, you might not like them. If you like a strong flavour, I highly recommend Meanies. These are one of my absolute favourites. Also lovely on a sandwich. Now we are going to move on to the chocolate bar section. Here I have some dairy milks. Now a lot of people are thinking, oh, Cadbury's Dairy Milks, Garen, that is an English bar, that's not an Irish bar. Well, let me tell you, the Irish have our own version called Irish Dairy Milk. And it is in fact, let me find the original, here it is. It is in fact, in every conceivable way, superior to the English version. And I'm not just saying that. They make theirs with powdered skimmed milk, I believe. This is made with lovely full fat whole milk. That's what I seen on Wikipedia, so it's the truth. And it is genuinely, try an English dairy milk and try an Irish dairy milk. This is superior in every way. Now we have many varieties of flavours. So we have, of course, the original, just the chocolate. We have the whole nut dairy milk. I'm not going to eat all these, we're just going to pick one. We have the caramello, little bit of caramel. We have the tiffin, which is delicious. It's like, has little biscuity bits in it. Absolutely lovely. It's like a biscuit. We have the fruit nut. If you want a dairy milk that's a little bit healthier for you, this one's really good for you. We have the golden crisp, one of my absolute favourites, got little honeycomb crisps in it. And the creme de la creme, the most Irish bar of all time and the tastiest and my favourite dairy milk. We have the Dairy Milk Mint Crisp. And we're going to get into this one. You can see it even has a green font, very Irish. Now the only thing that you will find a bit jarring about the Mint Crisp is you kind of expect the bits of crisp to be green, but they're not. They're just normal coloured. So hopefully that focused and you could see it. But let's have a go. Delicious minty flavour. You can really taste that lovely milk in the dairy milk. Irish dairy milk. You haven't lived if you haven't tried one. I fucking love a Mint Crisp, man. So I have another small selection of bars here that I don't really see in other countries. Some of these might be available in the UK. They may have even been invented by the UK. I don't know. But to be fair, the British do claim things that aren't theirs as their own all the time. So what's a boost amongst friends? I'm only joking. I love the UK. So first up we have a boost. Let me get a cross section of this one for you. Look at that now. A second now. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's got you can't see it all. One sec. It's got a layer of caramel in the inside and then like a layer of kind of powdery chocolate with some crunchy stuff in it. Absolutely delicious. Next up we have a Star Bar. Now I'm not going to eat this one because if I eat too much chocolate I'm going to get sick. But what this is it's very similar to the Boost. It's very hard to see, but this one has peanut butter inside it. So it's a layer of caramel, then a layer of peanut butter. It's like a very fancy Reese's peanut butter cup. Absolutely delicious and I hope invented by the Irish. Okay, I also brought a double decker, but I just looked it up and I think these are actually from the UK. So sorry about that, that doesn't count. Now the last two things I have in the bars category here is a packet of purple snack bars and a packet of Club Milks. I believe these are exclusive to Ireland, but the Club Milks are made by an Irish company, so I know they're definitely Irish. These are both basically biscuit chocolate bars. You kind of have these with a cup of tea. Look at that beautiful packaging on the Club Milk. Golden, decadent. We'll open it up now. And I'll show you the cross section here. Absolutely beautiful. 2 layers of biscuit, bit of chocolate on the inside. Some of the nicest chocolate you'll ever have. So if you're having a cup of tea in Ireland, make sure you get a Club Milk into you. Finally, we're going to move on to the biscuits, possibly the most important category. The first ones I just want to give an honourable mention here are fig rolls. I believe they have a version of this everywhere, but this is the Irish version. I think they're called Fig Newtons in the US, but here they're called Jacob's fig rolls. Basically, it's just a roll of sort of hard biscuit type of material, and then on the inside of it is a fig. I think every country has these. A lot of people hate these. I actually think they're very, very nice. I'd have a fig roll. It wouldn't be my favourite. I'm just gonna look at that. Good as new. Stuck it straight back together. You wouldn't even know I was at it. I'll put it back in the packet. Next up here we have mini rolls. These might be available in the UK as well, but I don't care. I'm fucking claiming these for Ireland. They're absolutely delicious. Mini rolls are like these individually wrapped little sort of like Swiss rolls, and they're covered in chocolate. So let's break it open here so you can see the inside. Delicious, creamy, much nicer. Looks similar to a Twinkie, but this is much nicer than a Twinkie. And then it's covered in delicious chocolate. You have to try one of these. Delicious with a cup of tea. One of the best snacks going. So get yourself mini rolls. So next up we have the trifecta of Irish biscuits. We have Kimberley, Mikado, and coconut creams. Someone you love would love some. I believe that's what the ad used to say. So first off, let's check out the Kimberley biscuits. So what these are is, this is almost like, it's more cakey than a biscuit, so it's like a soft sort of a biscuit. And it's like a ginger nut, so this has got a gingery taste to it. And then on the inside is like a marshmallow kind of a fella. And that has like this crystallized sugar sort of stuff on it. I don't know if you can see this right. Let me try and zoom it in. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There's sugar on it. If you can see it, great. If you can't, you're just going to have to trust me. These are quite nice. We're not going to eat these ones. I'm just going to eat one of the 3, but these are a very nice biscuit, very gingery. Let's put that back together. Good as new. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Next up we have Mikado. These are my favourite ones. Mikado has, the 2 of them have kind of got stuck together here, so you'll have to forget. Wait, no, I'll get a clean one. 1 second now. So, I've got a clean one now. So it's got this base of that kind of soft biscuit like the Kimberley. Then you have 2 of these sort of marshmallow sides, and then in the middle you've got some lovely strawberry jam. Now I'm going to eat this one because I want to show you the technique of how to eat it. So what you do is you get your finger and you rub the jam out from in between. Let me show you here. So you just stick your finger the whole way through and you rub your jam out, and then you go pop that into your mouth. It's lovely. It's covered in coconut as well. Then you pull off these little bits of, I'm making absolute tits of this. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous, I'm on camera. So what you do is you pull off them 2 bits of marshmallow, and then once you've done that successfully, now I've messed this up. This should be just the biscuit part. Then you plop another one on top, like this, and then you go like a little sandwich. I am very sorry I messed up showing you how to do that. I just got a bit nervous on camera, but I don't want to waste any more biscuits, so you'll just have to try it yourself. Finally, we have the last one. These are coconut creams. So you get 2 different colours of these. You get the white ones and you get the pink ones. And these are just a bit of marshmallow on top of a biscuit, and then there's some desiccated coconut on top of that. And what a lot of people like to do is they like to take the 2 colours of this, and then they like to pop them on top of each other and eat it like a sandwich to make it healthy for you. Very, very nice. I'm not going to do that because I am going to start getting sick if I eat any more sweets. So I'm going to leave that for now. Now here we are at the final 2 items I have to show you for today. So if you really like your Kimberley and your Mikado, you can upgrade them to the elite level. So these are the exact same, as what I just showed you. So this is a Kimberley, like the first one I showed you, but it's covered in chocolate. So I'm going to show you this, absolutely gorgeous. So they come individually wrapped in a packet like this, Elite. And they're not lying, this is an Elite experience. So there it is there. I'll show you the cross section. We'll rip that in half. Oh, I'm having a bit of trouble with it. So you can see there, it's the same marshmallow idea with the biscuit around it, but it's covered in chocolate for further fun and more calories as well. And finally, we have the Elite Mikado. This is like the one with the jam in the middle that I showed you how to make the sandwich with, but also covered in chocolate for more fun. I'm just going to have a tiny bite out of this so I don't get too full and so you can see it. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. Jam, chocolate, coconut, a bit of marshmallow. You absolutely can't beat that with a cup of tea. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed delving into the world of Irish snacks. I'm going to try and do one of these videos every week for a different country and experience the entire world with my mouth on their snacks. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it. If you didn't like it, that's okay as well, but don't be mean to me. And follow me. I'm delicious.